In the previous module, we have talked a little bit about the commands and passing data from view to the view model or from pages to the page models. Now in this module, we are going to register our page model in the app.xaml.cs file via Fresh MVVM. So before moving forward, let me go to the welcome page model class. And there you can see that so far we have implemented the iNotify property change interface. If we simply use the normal Xamarin Forms MVVM pattern or built-in Xamarin Forms MVVM pattern, then we can go ahead with this iNotify property change interface. But in our case, we're going to use the Fresh MVVM framework, and we have to use something else here, and that is the Fresh base page model class. So let's remove this iNotify property change and its implementation, and simply add a fresh base page model class. Also, we need to resolve the namespace of this fresh base page model class. Now what about this onPropertyChange method? This fresh base page model class doesn't contain any onPropertyChange method. However, in the fresh base page model class, we have raisPropertyChange method, and we will use this method here. The working of the onPropertyChange method and the raisPropertyChange method is same. Both the methods are used to notify the UI elements that the data has changed. But in Fresh MVVM, we have different name, and that is raisPropertyChange. Inside this raisPropertyChange, we need to pass the name of the property which will change the UI elements. Well, right now we want to change this username property. So there is no need to pass the name of the property here. If you will pass the name of the property here, then it's also good and it will not throw any kind of errors. Alright, now we have added the Fresh MVVM page model class, and let me tell you one important thing, and that is when we have worked earlier with this welcome page, then you have noticed that we use the binding context in the code behind file of this welcome page. But now there is a good thing in Fresh MVVM, and that is we don't need to use the binding context because Fresh MVVM will automatically wire the binding context. Fresh MVVM just follow the naming conventions. For example, if you have created your page like welcome page and your page model like welcome page model, then Fresh MVVM will match the name of your page with the page model and will automatically do the binding context. Alright, now we need to register the page model in our app.xaml.cs file. Because if we go to the app.xaml.cs file, then you can see that we have set the main page to our welcome page. However, in case of Fresh MVVM, we always register page model or view model here. And in case of Fresh MVVM, there is no need to set the welcome page here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, I will remove this code, and then in order to resolve the page model, all we need to do is just use this main page equals fresh page model resolver class. That comes from this namespace. And right after that, with that class, we simply pick this resolve page model function that basically used to resolve our page model. So here we're going to pass our page model name, which in our case is the welcome page model. Alright, now it's time to execute this application. And here, let me run this application on the device so that I can show you the things we have done. Alright, here my application is running, and now if I type something in this entry, then you will see that the change occurs in this label control. Well, we have done this stuff earlier in this course, but this time we have done this via Fresh MVVM. And just like that, we will slowly move in this course. And once we get the Fresh MVVM concepts, then we will speed up the things. Alright, that's all from this module. Now I will see you in the next section.